on the phone with me, my friend Erika. Erika, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for giving us time to talk to you about this thing that people have been talking about. You know, something that was supposed to be a celebration of Hollywood filmmaking. Everybody was watching on TV, but then we saw that Will Smith just got off his chair to go and hit Chris Rock over a joke about his wife. What? And I'm sure you were watching it just like most of us, all Americans were watching, all over the world were watching it. What was your thought when you saw such thing?
Well, for me, I looked deeper into this whole event, and I saw that, I know that Will Smith and Jada, they've been having issues in their personal life, you know, and they've been bringing it out to the public a lot. So there's a lot of jokes that would be circulating. I mean, for the past like 2 years, there's been a lot of jokes about the two of them circulating and stuff on social media and stuff like that. So I can understand that Will Smith has a lot that he's carrying on his plate. He has a lot of stress on him. And I think that when Chris made this comment, when you go to these shows, these events, there's always jokes. They always tell jokes about each other and stuff like that. So it was kind of part of the show. You know, you'll tell a joke about anybody over there. And so when he made this comment, it wasn't anything personal. It was just another joke. You know, I'm sure he made many other jokes about other celebrities. But since Will has a lot going on, that was his breaking point. For him, that was his last, you know, the last he could take. And that's why he reacted the way he reacted. I think that him and Jada really need to, you know, move away from the spotlight for a while and just, you know, have time to themselves and not be so public for a while, and take care of the issues in their lives, you know. So I really felt like it was a total lack of self-control on Will's part, because I feel like there's always a way to handle these kind of situations. If he was offended or Jada was offended by the comments, you know, they could have talked it through later or something like that, not on television. Again, making a whole public, you know, event that everybody's talking about now, and we even forget that he won, you know, so it's quite sad.
Exactly, and especially because we also saw even videos circulating that he even went and have a party after that, and he was dancing, and everybody was watching that video. We're like, how can he even go dance after doing such thing?
Yeah, exactly. So, and as I had written in the comments on your Facebook post, I said this whole thing could have gone to a really bad level, because what if Chris fell down, hit his head somewhere and died, something like that. You know, sometimes you don't know what medical issues Chris has. You can slap him, he can fall down and die, and then it goes to a whole other level. You know, so there's always a way to solve a problem without violence.
Always a way. That's true. I couldn't agree more. But Erika, I mean, looking at a different perspective though, here is how some people are thinking. People are thinking like, okay, so comedian Chris Rock had made that joke, right? And you know, people were laughing and stuff, and you know, and people were laughing and all that. But people seems to forget how Jada felt about it, because we also saw on video how she rolled her eyes, you know, how she was clasping her hands and things like that tightly, and you can just tell in her face that she was not happy. So some people are thinking like, maybe we forgot the most important thing. Maybe we shouldn't be talking about how Will Smith went and slapped Chris, but instead how Jada felt about this whole thing.
Yeah, I understand she was not happy about it. I mean, it's a personal thing. It's not, for her, it's not a choice to have her hair cut off. So it's something, it's hurtful, you know, even for Chris to make jokes about it. It's hurtful. But the thing we have to see is that I understand. Okay, she was hurt about the joke, but Will Smith's reaction is the thing that caused all the stir up, you know. And I feel like he's the one who should have reacted differently. I understand you want to protect your wife, your family, whatever, but there's a way, an honorable way to do it. You know? And so I understand Jada's situation. It's not easy when you're struggling with something personal and then people are making jokes about it. I think it's part of the industry. I don't think it's right to make jokes about it, but I feel that the whole reaction on Will's part, because he even laughed at the joke as well, and then he decides to stand up, go and slap Chris. I felt it's just out, you know, it's just not acceptable.
And other people were, you know, I was reading comments on social media, of course, just like everybody else, and people were like, what about if it was 50 Cent or it was Mike Tyson? Would you go and slap him like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, people just wanted like, you're just maybe taking advantage of Chris, but if it was somebody else, you probably wouldn't have done that, right? But I heard, and I've heard that I was reading something on I guess on TMZ or social media that Chris Rock also apologized for making that comment today. And he refused to press charge because the police were there, you know, at the Hollywood, the arena, the center, and they soon after that they came to him. They said, "Do you want to press charge?" You know, and then we can take him right now, and he refused to do that.
That was. I think he was being. It's also a way of being understanding that Will is already going through his issues, and that's his reaction. Okay, so I really applaud Chris for not, you know, pressing charges for that, because someone else would be just not want to understand what happened, just be like, hey, I'm pressing charges. It's an opportunity for him to press charges, but he didn't take it personally. I think he understood where Will was coming from.
And some people really think, just like you, that he pretty much carried the whole thing with class. You know, even after he was slapped, he didn't slap back. He didn't cuss back. He sat down there as a man and continued to show as if, to the point where some people thought it was just an act, like the whole thing.
I personally, when I first saw it, I was like, what, is this an act? And then you know, because of the way Chris handled it, and oh, okay. I don't know how I would handle that.
I know.
So
I was wondering myself, I was like, how am I going to handle such thing? This guy just continued as if no problem. And the night went on, no problem. And to be honest with you, I was like, okay, so when this guy went to get his award, I mean, Will Smith went to get his award, right? I was saying, okay, so probably in his speech, he's going to apologize to the Oscars, but also apologize to Chris Rock. But he didn't even mention Chris Rock. He only apologized to the Oscars. And then some people were confused about his speech at some points. They couldn't understand anything because they were expecting maybe him apologizing about the whole thing, but he didn't. And maybe that was an opportunity that he had actually to clean that up quickly because now, even after he did apologize later, I guess yesterday or something, people were like, we're not going to accept that kind of apologies. You know, people were kind of like, because people were really, I mean, especially Chris Rock's fans, they were really hurt about the whole thing. They wanted him to apologize right on the spot, but he didn't. He didn't seize that opportunity, though.
I thought he would. I thought he was going to apologize, you know, right there. But you know, it was kind of, I don't know, like what he's going through. But even in his speech, you can feel that this person has a lot going on. So it's just, I don't know. I mean, it happens so all of us, emotions sometimes take over and you do foolish stuff, and it happened to him, unfortunately, in front of everyone, so it's just so sad. Yeah, and it's not like it's something that he could have thought through and been like, okay, no, because it took him time to actually stand up, walk to Chris and slap him.
Yes.
It's just too much. It's a different thing when you're standing next to a person, they say something and you slap them.
Just slap them.
And,
right.
Yeah, then when you stand up, you have to walk all the way to him.
All the way.
Like, he didn't think about it.
No,
on his
exactly.
way.
Slap them, going back, sitting down, and start, profanity coming out of your mouth and cussing in front of those people. I spoke to a friend of mine who's a psychiatrist. He told me the same thing. He was like, Roger, clearly you can tell that Chris is going through a lot in his life.
Yeah.
Clearly. For someone to do all of that and then go on for the rest of the night and party and dance, definitely there's something going on, and maybe people should look also into that.
Exactly.
In the future. So it was just amazing. It was I like the way Chris Rock put it. It was like, this is one of the most amazing television, something like that. Right? The television history.
In the history of television.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. and people were a good sport. They were just laughing about it, and they continue, and things went on and on. But I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's really a scandal.
Yeah, it was real scandal. It's really sad to see that happen. I don't know what's going to happen next, because Will Smith, well liked by so many people around the world because of all the things that he had accomplished. He is such a role model to so many other young people, and see him doing that. Definitely he snapped. Definitely.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So.
Anyway, Erika, I want to thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate the time you've given us. And all right.
Thank you.
Take care, Erika.
Bienvenue à bord.
Les passagers de RM Show sont priés de monter à bord.
Salut les amis, ici Roger Muntu de VOA Afrique, chaque soir à 20h temps universel. Pourquoi? Venez voir avec moi.
Roger Muntu la icône.
Au programme de la bonne musique. Des sujets débats socioculturels. L'interaction avec nos auditeurs en Afrique et partout dans le monde. Let's go! RM Show, c'est notre communauté. RM Show, c'est chaque soir à 20h temps universel sur VOA Afrique. Peace Africa!